you, I was into this baby bedtime because I'm going to pull up the ukulele tutorial. I used to work at a teen maternity home, and there was an older lady there named Barbara. And Barbara, she was very sweet, very grandmotherly like, but she was also kind of no nonsense. And so in the teen maternity home, there was a thing called baby bedtime. And it was just like a methodical way of getting your baby to sleep. So this was 10 years ago, but so I don't recall all of it. But part of it was, you give the baby a bath and you read the baby a story and pat the baby and do all these things. And so all of this was a transition, not only for the baby, but for mom to have a better night, because once the baby was asleep, she could come out of their room and socialize with the other moms. And the lesson to be taken from that is that we should all have a baby bedtime and some type of nighttime routine to get us ready for bed. So that's kind of where I'm at now. Playing the ukulele is a part of my bedtime routine now. I don't know if it's really playing the ukulele, but I am learning the ukulele, and it just takes practice. Oops, let's see here. Oh man, I'm trying to use it without using a mouse, and now something's loading. I'm not quite sure what's about to play, and I hope I hope that, okay, I was going to say, I hope that it's not embarrassing. I think that's one thing about how we perceive one another, right? I was telling a friend that many people think I'm like this prude Christian lady, and it's not completely uncommon that people will cuss in front of me and apologize for doing so. And it's like, I've been known to cuss out whole rooms before. All right, I found the ukulele video. And so what we want to do is make some amount of sense. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now. See, this guy talks a lot. So what's been happening day after day is I pull up the ukulele video. Let me know if you can relate. Hi, Melissa. Let me know if you can relate. I pull up the ukulele video with this guy, and I start learning the strums. So it's like down, down, up, down, down, right? So I learned this kind of thing going on. But the issue is that I also write songs. And so he's trying to teach me pop songs, and I want to learn my own songs. So historically, I haven't progressed really on the ukulele because I learn a few chords and I'm like, cool, got it. And then start to play my own songs is kind of how this has been going. So just bear with me. And if you're new to this channel, I'll say this before I get going. If you're new to this channel and you're wondering who I am, I'm a social worker, and the tagline to this channel is Pursue the Smile. And so I started going live. Typically, I don't really go live at all, except for a Saturday thing that's Ask a Christian Social Worker. But I was feeling very low. And with the tagline being Pursue the Smile, and me typically being like very outgoing and friendly and bubbly, I really thought it was important to showcase what it looks like when you don't feel like smiling. Like, that's real life. And so you have to do what works for you. And so months ago, I bought this ukulele because I thought I needed to have even more fun in my life, and never picked it up. And so, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I finally unwrapped the ukulele, and now I'm slowly learning it. But the whole idea is to do activities while you're in a low mood. Do activities that are uplifting and productive. So my deal is I want to encourage you to prioritize the Lord, your physical health, and persistent education. And so while you're working through the pain, when you come out on the other side of the pain, you're in a better position than before you experience that pain. And that's actually how this YouTube channel started, because I was down in the dumps and I was like, you know what I should do is live stream me doing Bible studies. And my foster dad actually was watching these, and he said, you need better lighting, because of course I was down in the dumps. I was doing Bible studies in the dark. And so I took his advice and I got lighting. And then he said, you need to get a microphone. So I got a microphone. And then my friend was over here, and he was like, you need like a background or something. So then I got a background or something. And so the YouTube channel developed out of that. And so when that poor mood lifted, I was in a better position after the bad mood than I was going into it. So I would encourage anybody to do that. Okay, down, down, up. We got to figure this out one of these days. We need to be focused. Okay, so we have A minor, we have F, we have C, and we have G. And we're going to do down, down, up, okay? So it's going to be like, ooh, that's why you have to practice. What if we took it slow? What if we didn't rush through it? At some point, we're going to, this is what I said I wasn't going to do. At some point, we need to have words to these chords. We need to write a song. We need to write a song together. It's terrible. It's actually a good thing. We want to be productive, right? Did you know that there's no rules to life, and we get caught up with rules that other people make for us? One thing I heard once upon a time is there's only two absolute facts in the world. Number one, the world will keep changing. Number two, God never does. And if you just remember those two things, you'll be in better shape. You'll be in better shape. Oh, see, I said we're going to take it slow. All right, let's see if there's a song at the end of this. We're going to get through this video. It's only 12 minutes. It's only a 12-minute video, and we've been on the same video for 3 days.
We would do that once per chord on the A minor, on the G chord, and then twice on the C chord. One last time. As a demo.
Okay. A, G, C. Hey, Joe. I've been thinking about you all day, Joe. My foster dad is around 75, somewhere in there. And I saw a man today that looked like him. So for context, my foster dad is a white guy with a mustache, and he's bald right here, and he wears suspenders. And so I live in Montana, so there's a lot of guys that look like that, but I always love it because they remind me of my foster dad. My picture is in my ACN. In your profile, is that what you mean to say? Oh, wait, a cat. Is it? Yeah, it's funny. I have my bio dad has passed away, but he wasn't really like a dad, so I kind of joke like my dad's a white guy in Chicago. Shout out to foster parents. Shout out to step parents and people taking in kids that are not their own, because what would we do? What would the kids do? You just, So we're doing A minor, G, and then C, and then we're going down, down, up, up. And we're going to go slow, because when I go fast, it's a mess. Use a full progression. 4 chords. I could do like A, F, G, C. That's what I've been doing. I know you linked in with the B7. I'll have to learn that. I have my chord thing right here. You said B7, and then was it A7? B7 to E? Let's look at what B7 was. Oh, it was so tricky. That's right. I'm only doing this because of you, Joe. I'm only learning this. I'm going to tell my foster dad. There's this guy named Joe online that's teaching me. Oh, man. See, I'm not really sure. Let's see here. B is the second fret, and then the third fret, and then back to the second fret. But I'm not sure how to, you see? I'm not sure how to position my fingers. I could tinker around with it, because these need to be here. And this is super uncomfortable. E7, A, then B7, then E7. Okay, let's kick it off with some E7. E7 in the house. Okay. So E7 is this first fret, and then this second fret, and then down here, the other second fret. E7. I'm going to have to remember that. Maybe I should practice more than 30 minutes a day and not talk so much. Okay, we have E7, and then we have A, which is kind of, you flip it. And then B7. Boy, I don't like this B7. We do this. I just don't know how to position my fingers. If I had my mouse with me, I could operate my computer a little bit better and Google it. Maybe that's what I'll do, is before I get on here tomorrow, figure out how to do the B7. Where do you live, Joe? Where are you at? Yeah, we can do it together. I don't know how. Let me see. Oops. I'm sure Kentucky. That's where my foster dad's from. We call Montana Montucky. Did you know that? Did you also know that a big storm is coming in? If it's hasn't already, I'm going to cancel my whole week. Okay, somebody had taught me how to add somebody to my video. I'm like young and old at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, I'm old enough to like bumble around technology, but young enough to wear sweatpants, I guess. All right, so we've got E7 up here, right here, and down here. Oh, if I wasn't on live, I would go cut my fingernails. And then tomorrow I will tune up. Give it a little hum. I think I need to string them all together first. What was it? It was, you know what I should do? Here's a pen. Hello. Let's work smart. Okay, so we have E7, and then we have A, And then we have B7, which we need to look up. And then we have back to E7. And you said hum with A. Oh, that A came together really quickly. Hum with E. Let's try to do E from memory. E from memory. And then B7, the B7 is the bane of my existence. Is there another one? Let me ask you this, Joe. Let me ask you this. Is there an alternative to B7? Can we just scrap B? Can we just chuck it? Get it out of here. What would you recommend instead of B7? Does it have to be? Because if it has to be B7, then I'll learn it. Otherwise, I would like a shortcut, please. Let me check. Gotta get my guitar. Get the guitar out. Get the guitar out. Let me check the time. Make sure I've got 4 more minutes until my alarm goes off. That means to wash the dishes. Because these dishes aren't going to wash themselves. You know what I'm saying? Unless I got a dishwasher. But I think if you have, yes, tomorrow, on the topic of dishwashers and how much they cost, I think if you have 3 or less people in your home, you might as well just do your dishes. And I cook every night. You know what I mean? People are worried that prices are about to go up. And although I am your favorite social worker, right? I have a vested interest in providing resources to the middle class. And a lot of times, those of us in the middle class, it's a pride issue. We want to seem like we have more money than we do. And so I tell people, go to the food bank. Go to the food bank and supplement. The average person spends between $400 and $600 on food per month. I've heard up to $800 in food per month. And so why not just supplement it with the, it does use a lot of water, right? Why not supplement your income with the food bank or donating plasma is another one I tell people to do, but they say they're scared of needles. And I'm like, out of everyone that is donating plasma, said no one ever, I like getting poked with a needle. Like nobody likes it, but it's a quick $500 per month to supplement your income. If you do the plasma and the food bank, you just increased your income by $1,000 per month. But nobody wants to do that. They want to, pretend. Wouldn't you? It's the American way, right? We're all pretending, Joe. It's a sad state of affairs. Well, that is an alternative. It is. I have a pretty low threshold of tolerance for people who say they're broke and don't do money saving things. You're not broke. You're not broke if you won't do money saving things. I can't believe it. All right. You know what that means. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to look up before I get on here or use my other phone to figure out the fingering for B7. But I want you to know, if no one, Austin, money grows on trees, right? Yeah, that would be the dream. I think well, my time is up, but my thoughts are that we live in America, and the way that in 2024, the way most people became wealthy or became millionaires was through entrepreneurship. And the average entrepreneur works 70 hours a week. So the question is, are you willing to work 70 hours a week to become wealthy? And the average person would say no. So then they get average results. But this is how this works in America. And the more you're kind of complaining, you're putting energy towards something that's like not changing. So you might as well figure out how to capitalize off of it, right? And so that's why I really do enjoy providing resources for the middle class, because I think they said in like 20 years there won't be a middle class. So that should tell you right now, you're going to be on one side or the other, and you have the option today at 8:31 p.m., you have the option to decide, in 20 years, I'm going to be in poverty, or in 20 years, I'm going to have wealth. Because if you're in the middle class, which federally is $44,000 to $106,000 per year, that's most of us. If you're in there, it's going to disappear. All right. 10:31. All right, Joe, I appreciate you. Thank you, Austin. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock.